In the West,
Yeah.
the trend with many countries to outlaw the death penalty on the grounds that it is either immoral or unpractical. Considering that Islam not only allows the death penalty but also mandates them where it deems necessary, what are the reasons for which Islam is justified in allowing the death penalty when it is considered not only unethical but also barbaric by the vast amounts of Western nations? What is its main argument
Yeah.
for it?
So basically, the main argument is that first we have to understand that the death penalty is reserved in just two cases. I mean, normally our religious scholars they extend it to a wide variety of cases, and these two cases are quite understandable. One, if a person is guilty of killing someone else. So now the question is that shouldn't that person be punished in the same way? That's like eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, as the Torah says. Because if you don't do it, then it will not act as a deterrent for other people to commit the same crime, and people will start killing. And I mean, they know that they'll not be punished in the same way. So this is one thing, and the other thing is a person should be penalized to the extent of the crime that he has committed. So if he has done something which is like taking the life of someone, then I mean, common sense says an equal punishment is that the life of that person should also be taken, so that no further instances of murder or killing take place. This is one. This is one instance in which life can be taken. But then again, no one can take the life by taking the law in his or her own hands. If he or she thinks that something has happened, then the matter has to be reported to the court of law. And it is only the state authorities which can give this punishment whenever the punishment is to take place. So, what I'm trying to say here is that this punishment is something which cannot be given by individuals, it has to be given by the state. So, the one reason or the one instance in which this punishment can be given is that if the person is guilty of killing the other person or another person. And the second is if he or she is guilty of spreading anarchy or uh, disorder in the land. And one of the examples of that is, for example, molesting young girls or young boys, or kidnapping for ransom, or all these heinous crimes in which you take the law in your own hands and create a law and order situation. And that too, the extreme punishment in this regard is death. Otherwise, there are lesser punishments as well. So, to sum up, I can say that there are only two instances in which the death penalty can be given. One, when a person is guilty of killing, and two, when he is guilty of spreading lawlessness by taking the law in his own hands, like, for example, molesting children or even women and the likes of that. And in both cases, the reason is to stop any further occurrence of such crimes. If these punishments are implemented, then the life, wealth, and honor of people will remain protected. Because if you don't allow, I mean, if you allow people to do what they like in this manner, you'll see that the instances of crimes like the ones that I've just mentioned, they would only increase. Having said that, also we have to understand that as far as murder is concerned, the family of the murdered person can forgive the murderer as well if the government also agrees that he deserves lenience. And this, of course, is something that can appease the revenge of people as well. But when they forgive people, forgiveness is also an option. So in the case of murder, that is an option that can also be taken. So what you can do or think or maybe discuss whenever you have the issue of capital punishment at hand is that first of all, you need to tell them that it's not like a widespread punishment that has been given, that has to be given in many cases, as has been described. It can only be given in two cases, murder and spreading disorder. And in both these cases, it is essential to understand that basically it is like a deterrent, it's like an extreme form of reproof, and it is to protect the life, wealth, and honor of people, and not let further instances of this crime to happen again.